Welcome back to today's more report on Wednesday the 27th of April with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantech Markets. Let's have a look at dollar yen. And we've seen this sort of consolidation in dollar yen in the last couple of days. It looked like it was sort of beginning to lose momentum of this big strong candle that we had last Friday, rolling over, and it looked to be sort of pressurising to the downside. And I've sort of talked on numerous times in the last couple of days about this 111 figure support. And it's holding on to it on a closing basis, certainly. I mean, a couple of intraday dips below it, but on the closing basis, you can see that the bodies of these candles are all above 111. So that would suggest that we're still holding on an open and a closing basis above that intraday support. He's sort of dipping back to test 111. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it around about this sort of level moving into the FOMC meeting tonight. Now you've got to look at this FOMC meeting. You think, well, okay, if it's mildly hawkish, then you're going to see a bit of a bounce. But I think ultimately you'd need to see it above 113.80, which was that late March high, to be sort of considered to be anything more than still a bear market rally. Because I still think this is what it is at the moment, a bear market rally that ultimately will be sold into. You look at these momentum indicators; they are sort of neutralising off the RSI, sort of settling at 50. MACD lines were unwinding back towards neutral, but again settling down, flattening off, and the stochastics have sort of started to turn lower as well. So I think you're sort of looking at this as being a fairly neutrally configured chart moving into the FOMC. And I think if FOMC, I say FOMC, you've also got the BOJ tonight, or overnight tomorrow morning. So if the BOJ do something crazy, we could see a bit of a knee-jerk reaction again. But the question would be: have we already seen the knee-jerk reaction? Have we already priced in this sort of negative interest rates move that people are suggesting that it could be seen? Similar sort of candle that we got to that candle there, as I said previously, the 29th of Jan, which was the day that it did turn to negative rates for the first time. Subsequently, we saw a sharp sell-off. So it's interesting. Have we already priced in a move by the BOJ? So it's a lot of questions going into this, and I think that's probably why the market's fairly settled and fairly uncertain, with very small-bodied candles, no real direction. So we're set up pretty much on a bit of a knife edge, I think, for dollar yen moving into this meeting. 109.75, should we say, is the initial support, really, which was that old neckline of that base pattern. And then you're looking sort of back towards the lows again, possibly. But ultimately, I think it's sort of fairly well balanced moving into this meeting. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.